What's going on, folk? Another video, and in this video we're gonna have some fun in the sun. We're actually at nighttime. It is my first time going to the drag strip in over 15 years. I've been to the drag strip, but I haven't driven a car on the strip in over 15 years. So stick around, and after the intro, you already know.
The tables turned, really back one time. Okay, Tony touch.
It's so tremendous.
Tony Todd. Yo, I be the mic smoker.
All right, this video is gonna be a little bit different than most videos, because most videos it's usually like, you know, intro jumps off, and then afterwards I'm gonna be doing a whole bunch of, you know, whatever, and then, you know, usually I talk about, you know, whatever happens after. In this video, it's gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna do some talking, and then show you some videos of like the runs happening, you know, and talking in between each run and kind of going over them with you. So hopefully you like it, and check it out. Damn. All right, so I just did my first pass, and I gotta be real, it's very nostalgic being here, driving, doing all this shit. I don't know if you can see me, hopefully you can. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, first pass, man, I went 15.6 at 92 miles an hour. Two things. I didn't even think the car was doing 90 miles an hour, so that's impressive. And it's just funny because 15 is obviously it's dog shit slow, right? But it's like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm having fun. Like, this is like, I literally haven't gone. Last time I went to the track drag strip was in my very first Civic, and it was also all motor then too. I never took it turbo or nitrous back in the day, which I should have. And I don't know. Like, I'm kind of pumped right now that like this is kind of like where I'm at, what I'm doing right now. Like, I kind of want to do this a little more often, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to come here all the time and become like a drag strip guy, start breaking my car and shit, but I don't know. 15 is obviously really slow, but a 2.660 foot, and the car spun the entire, all first gear, and I ain't gonna front, I avoided the water burnout you saw, and I'm on the RSR tires, which are like 140 tread wear tires, so I wasn't expecting to slip at all. You know what I'm saying? like, yo, like, I don't know, man, like, I don't know, I'm kind of excited. It's crazy because like I'm nervous and excited. I've already ran once and I'm still nervous and excited again. Like I kind of want to like better my time and like do better, and if I don't do better, then it's like, oh man, what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? So I'm almost in the lanes now, so holler at you in a little bit, babe. So that was my first pass. I went 15.6 at 92 miles an hour. Listen, I understand 15s is minivan slow, don't get me wrong. The Honda's not a speed demon, we know this, right? It's not a K-swap car, you know what I'm saying, like, whatever. But I went 15.3 with a 2.6 60 foot. So what that means is it took me 2.6 seconds to go 60 feet, right? So what ended up happening is I put on the blue wheels in the Civic, and the blue wheels are 16s, and where I usually run 15s. And the 16s, I have a 140 tread wear tire, which is, what do I have on that car? I have Federal RSRs, which are like a track race tire, not a drag race tire. But I figured with 140 tread wear and just in general, right? A more grippy tire, the fact that I drove there, the fact that like cars were driving on the track before me, like I'm like, okay, the car should hook up, you know what I mean? And I left about 30 PSI on the front tires and I put 50 in the back tires, right? So like with all that, it's like, I'm like, okay, I'm like, the back should roll super easy and then the front should grip up, and I'm trying to rev it really high and ride the clutch out because I don't want the tires to spin. I don't want them to wheel hop. I don't want them to do any of that crazy dumb shit, right? So what happened? As soon as the clutch grabbed, I spun and wheel hopped. But the wheel hop was minimal because I have traction bars in the car. But man, like, I wasn't pumped, you know what I'm saying? Like I was not pumped at the fact that like the car did that, you know what I'm saying? So let's check out the second round, you know what I'm saying? Boom. This time is a burn dog. All right, your boy staged up. I went 18s? Oh, I lied. My bad. Oh, man. I ain't gonna front. I'm mad disappointed. I went 15:30. I was,
Reset was?
you know, I'm talking about a nigga out here in the future, you know what I'm saying? About to run 14s.
He said if he drops him down, he can run 14s.
If I drop him down to like,
But he said he's done.
About 10, 11 PSI, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to do it to everybody, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to hurt feelings doing 14s, you know what I'm saying? Check my time slip. All right. So second pass, right? Second pass, better time. 15.3 at 93 miles an hour. So I dropped 3/10, which is pretty crazy considering that my 60 foot was a 2.59 60 foot, literally like another 2.6 60 foot. But on the second pass, I went three passes total. So on this second pass, when the tires were spinning, spun enough, wheel hopped, and then out of nowhere, I lifted the gas enough, and for some reason the car grabbed, and I just punched it, and it fucking went, and it worked out really well. That's why I went 1530s, right? So again, another 60 foot, still slow 60 foot, but the car actually hooked up sooner after that 60 foot, and the car started going, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I know it's slow, but the Kanjos are really fun, right? So like, I went down from 15.6 to 15.3. I'm like, oh, tight. My next pass, I'm gonna do 14s. I gotta fucking make it happen. Boom. So let's see what happens on the next pass. You heard me? Third pass, I decided to do a second gear water burnout. Well, very first pass, skip the burnout pad altogether. I'm like, yeah, there's no reason for me to go on the burnout pad. I'm gonna slip the clutch, the tires will grip. After that, the tires slipped the whole time. Second pass, I did a little burnout, and then I went for it, right? And I'm like, all right, cool. And then the tires slipped again. Now I had two choices. Now I did consider dropping the tire pressure down to like 20 or like 15, like something like super low, just to get the sidewall to flex or whatever. But my theory for not wanting to do that was, if I drop the tire pressure too low, it'll cause me more resistance on the top end, you know what I mean? Which, I get it, we're still talking about a slow ass car, right? But I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do a second gear burnout, heat the tires up really good, got a touch of smoke on them, nothing crazy. Rolled a little bit past the beams by accident, backed up, parked in the beams, you know, saying boom. I went 16.5 or some shit. And that was because when I came out the gate, again, I tried to roll the clutch instead of like just like dead punch it. And the tires were spinning and spinning. And I'm like, oh, I know. I'll just floor it in first gear. And then if it keeps on spinning, I'll just kung fu grip second shift. I put it in second gear too early, thinking like it would carry it through, right? No, then it fucking gripped up and the car fell completely out of VTEC. And then I had to spend a long time out of VTEC, hit VTEC, finally the car started fucking moving. And I'm like, wow, man, like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, that's crazy. Like, I don't know. I wasn't pumped on that shit, you know? So like, I don't know. And part of the other reason why I took off my white wheels, which are actually over here, is because the front tires have a lot of camber wear on them. This one's not as bad, but if you can see, I got that right there. That's probably from hitting the brakes a little too hard at one point, or one time fucking, you know, spinning them up a little bit and fucking that little spot. So those front tires, I gotta take them off, flip them, put them back on. I'm gonna use the other half of them. I didn't do the alignment on the car, I just drove around thinking like the alignment wasn't gonna be so bad, but it's pretty bad because the tires are going. I mean, I drive the car everywhere, but you know what I'm saying, whatever. So let's talk about drag race times. If you're not a drag racer, or maybe you do know, maybe you don't know, maybe you're new to my channel and you haven't seen me drag race ever because I haven't done it in over 15 years. And it's funny, 15 years ago, I was drag racing my blue Honda Civic when it was all motor B16 car. So, and it's kind of embarrassing that I had a smaller motor, and I'm pretty sure the best time I ever did in that car was a 1440. Now, with that statement, that was when the engine ran absolutely fucking tip-top shape. I had a short gear transmission in it. The car was completely fucking gutted. This hatchback, my silver one, the one you just watched, this car is full interior, AC, like all the crash bars are in it, like everything is in it. Like there's nothing removed from this car. Where the other car, it was the opposite. everything was removed from the car. You know what I mean? So it's like the other car on paper was faster because I went faster at one point, but the reality of it is I had a spicy ass little motor, short gear transmission, and a car that weighed a lot less than my current car does. My current car technically has a bigger motor being a B20 VTEC, but it's not exactly optimized for efficiency. I have what I believe to be a B16 tune on the computer. It's got a chip computer in it. I have no idea what the tune even is in this car. I know it revs past 8,000 RPM, which is excessive for that bottom end, because that bottom end doesn't rev past 7,000, but I'm revving it to 8,000, you know what I mean? So it's like, there's that, right? I have a low compression bottom end, although bigger. It seems to work pretty good. But like, the transmission is a long gear transmission. So it's the longest gear transmission of the ones available for that engine model, the B series. So I have an LS transmission, so super long gears in that car, which is why I only shifted first, second, third. Only did 3 gears. If that was a B16 transmission, I 100% would have been 4th gear before I hit the traps. Or I would have had to rev an extra 1,000 or 1,500 RPM, 9,000, 9,500 RPM to only use 3 gears. You know what I mean? So if we break it down, if I changed a few things in the car, if I put a B16 transmission in it, a short gear transmission, that would allow the car to accelerate faster, right? Because it's, easier gearing. If I put an intake on it that got fresh air, I have a carbon fiber Welding intake, and that intake is known for not making horsepower. Those intakes do not make horsepower. It's been fucking proven. Those intakes are good for the track cars because when you're on and off the throttle, a lot of air gets stored in the fucking chamber. So when you hit the gas again, it's on and you fucking take off again. So it's got good throttle response when you're on and off enough of that kind of throttle stuff, right? That's really what they're for. And they look sick, let's be real. Mine's carbon fiber, that's awesome. I did crack it. I don't think it's helpful. But a proper intake to make the most horsepower and most torque is not that intake. So if I did a proper intake, short gear transmission, brought my 60 foot from a 2.6 down to, let's just call it a 2.0, which is not anything to write home about, by the way. If I did those things with a proper tune in the car with the better set of factory cams, there's no reason why that car shouldn't touch the bottom 14s. And if it dead hooked, who knows? You know what I mean? Obviously, remove the seat, take a couple of things out, save the weight a little bit, I drove to the track with my girl, and I'm not gonna take the seat out and go, yeah, you gotta sit on the floor while I go to the track to make sure I run a fucking 15. You know what I'm saying? That'd be fucking retarded. I wanna know what the car does in the trim I drive every single day. You know what I mean? Because if it's not driven every day, like, sure, race car trim, like, cool. Like, I'm not 16 anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a young kid anymore. It's like, this whole race car shit, it's cool if you actually have a race car, not when you strip your daily driver. It's not fucking cool. It sucks. You know what I mean? Every car I gutted for years and years and years, and then I'm just like, yo, I'm over this shit. You know what I mean? So I think that car in its current trim, if I put tires that hooked up, and I went from a 2.6 60 foot down to a 2.0 60 foot. So my best time is 15.3. So we're gonna cut off half a second, right? Just off the 60 foot time alone. We're talking almost, like 14.7, 14.6 or something like that. So realistically, with the car hooking up, that's really not far off from where it should be. You know what I mean? It's not the ultimate anything, you know what I mean? Again, long gear transmission, full weight, full heavy, everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, so if I can, and I ain't gonna front, when I rent 16s and I fucked up at the track, I got really disappointed. I went there for fun, right? My homie took his Corvette and he ran. I'll probably try to put a video in it here. And that was his first pass, I think. His last pass, he ended up going 11 something, like 120 mile an hour. So, it's a Corvette, he's rocking, you know what I'm saying? But like, man, I tell you like this, like, same thing. He's trying different things and he's trying to go faster. And me and him used to street race a lot back in the day when we were younger, and we went to the track and we've driven a lot of Hondas at the track and we've ripped on a lot of shit. So like, we have an idea of what the car should do. You know what I mean? Like, So I'm impressed with my car because it's not as slow as I thought it was. And I know 15s is slow, but a 2.660 foot, you just throw that run the fuck out of the window, right? If I went 2.660 foot with a 1530, that's pretty good, you know what I mean? So if I chop down that 60 foot, like again, let's just say a 2.0, which is a lot more doable, a lot more realistic with a decent tire on the front, then that alone is gonna jump me damn near in the mid 14s, right? It's gonna be obviously the high 14s, but it could potentially go a little bit better because the first gear might actually accelerate and actually work, you know what I mean? So again, that's kind of like bench racing, but realistically, like I have a small set of, I have the smallest set of factory cams. The tune is for, I have no idea what. So it's an inefficient tune. So like the car has a lot of inefficiencies in it across the board. So it's like, okay, well, if I were to tackle all these little things, I say little, but you know, it's kind of big. If I were to tackle like all these things, then I could like, in my opinion, if I did certain things to that car, man, like that thing should do bottom 14s, which is pretty cool considering that's a daily driver full interior car. You know what I mean? Now the little things I need to do, I mean, I say little, like cams aren't fucking, like cams are just little things, but like the right set of cams is a huge difference. Cam gears is helpful. Again, the proper tires, the biggest help out of everything in there, a proper tune. You know, even the transmission being a long geared, I feel because the bottom end's a 2 liter, even though it's a low compression bottom end, I feel that the torque that it delivers can kind of pull through the gearing, where if that was the 1.6 B16, it wouldn't be able to pull through that gearing at all. It's got horsepower, but it's got no torque. So I have a feeling that the B20 bottom end in there is the only reason it's still able to produce a 14-second quarter mile if I actually hooked up, you know what I mean? So, and it, you know, it's cool because I honestly, it got me feeling some type of way. Now I kind of want to buy drag radials type shit, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of stupid, right? Fucking Honda. We're talking like other shit, right? Other shit. Like honestly, that I think I actually might take that to the track soon. So stay tuned, you know what I'm saying? But it's just, I don't know. I just had a really good time. Haven't done it in a decade and a half, more than a decade and a half. You know what I mean? Like, so it just kind of brings me back to the old Honda days and like, you know, spinning my front wheels and, you know, trying to get the best times and shit. And to be honest, I did a ton of street racing. So like my car was dialed in for the street, but never the track. So it's like, I could have always improved at the track, but like the track cost money. For the entire night, I got 3 runs. It cost me $50 to run plus pay for my girl. We bought food, so another 20, no, we only spent like 10 more bucks, I think, or 15 more dollars, some shit. So like that night, between putting gas in the car, the track, and the food, I spent probably $75 to race 3 times. You know what I mean? That kind of sucks. I ain't gonna front, like it makes me wanna go buy one of those draggies so I can just do it on the street, because I know if I put those tires in the street, those tires will fucking hook up. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's one of those things, like how far am I really gonna go, you know? But you never know, this could like be like a little mini fucking drag strip bug I get, and I kind of want to start taking more shit. I really want to take the green 240. So I'm gonna probably leave the body kit off of that car. I'll probably end up taking this car, you know what I'm saying? But and to be honest, I think this, although I feel the car's not fast, I think in a really good pass, really good scenario, I think it could go with 12s. You know what I mean? Like I said, a really good pass. You know what I mean? Like realistically, this thing should go 13s, no question. But I feel like the car should be able to get into the 12s also. So like, we're gonna find out. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, the Civic is cool just because like the nostalgia factor. You know what I mean? Like and I don't want to kill the car because it's my daily driver. You know what I mean? I'm losing time by not flat shifting, or no lift shift, where you never lift your foot off the throttle. You know what I'm saying? I used to do that a lot back in the day, and that is a transmission killer. You kill the synchros, and then eventually you kill the gears. And then my first Civic, the transmission, I lost third gear first, then I lost second gear, then fourth, and then I only had first and fifth for a little while. And then one night, I'm at a light and I rev it up real high because I used to have two-step back in 2007, 8, you know what I'm saying, before everyone like really had that. And I'm two-stepping at the light turns green, I dump it, and I blow the differential out of the bottom of the transmission case. You know what I mean? Like, that's about as destructive as it possibly gets right there. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's really hard in the transmission, it's really hard in the sinkers and stuff like that. I am no longer interested in doing things that damage my stuff. So like, I'm not gonna be kung fu shifting the shit out of my car. I'm not gonna be doing that stuff. And don't get me wrong, I got a little frustrated when I did my 16-second pass. I went to smack third gear, missed it real quick, smacked it right back in, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, man, you motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was just a tad upset, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to go better. I wanted to crack 14s, and it's like, that's how it starts, right? It's like, oh, I just want to get here. Oh, I just want to do that. Next thing you know, you're buying more parts, you're doing more shit to get the car to go faster and faster when the car's purpose is not to go fast at the track, you know what I mean? But it is generally cheap fun to take it to the track, you know what I'm saying? So like, if you got a little Honda out there, you know what I'm saying, take your shit to the track, man, have a good time, you know what I mean? I don't want to break axles, I don't want to, you know, whatever. There's no LSD in that car. Our car's open diff, one wheel peel, so there's tons of like room for improvement on this, you know what I mean? So my homie that brought the vet, I feel that if he took his Integra Type R, because that car's lightweight, and that car has the baddest engine and the baddest transmission that they made for the B Series, period, I think if that car hooks up, that car will go 13s. That's my personal opinion. I think that car should definitely go 13s on a tire, on a good tire. As long as it's 60 foots like it should, and like you just run it out the back, that car I think should crack a 13. So that'd be pretty cool. I hope that he brings it. I hope that maybe next week, you never know, you know what I'm saying? Maybe next week, I might just fuck around, take the 240, take you guys on another adventure, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, it was cool. Tell me what you think about this video, because like, I kind of want to do a couple more drag strip things. I do want to take this to the drag strip, but to be real, the car's stock. You know what I'm saying? Like, this car's stock. It literally just has intakes and an exhaust on it and a tune, and it made 515. If you go back in my videos far enough, you'll see, you know, that it made like 515. And I don't know, like, this car, factory, supposed to go 1160. Now don't get me wrong, because I have it tuned, I think it should maybe crack an 11, but to be realistic, there's a better chance of it going 12s and 11s, just because at this moment in time, it's rear-wheel drive still, which I would have to put the axle in and do a whole bunch of more shit to the car before I even went. But in general, the way the transmission acts, because the transmission is a little bit funny in this car, I'd be impressed if I went 11s in this car. You know what I mean? So like, it'd be cool. I do want to take it to the track, but Orlando Speed World has like 8 speed bumps between the gate when you pay to get in, and by the time you like get all the way to tech, like holy fuck, I would literally have to trailer that car, which I'm not opposed to. So I got a lot of money to spend in maintenance on this car that I don't just have right now, so boom, whatever. But on the flip side, my wife got kind of hype on that shit. She kind of wants to take her Supra, so I think one night might do like a little Supra night in her shit, and then, you know, fuck around, do whatever. And then I think another point, I think we're gonna take her Z, which would be really fun too. I mean, this car, man, if she could get this in the 13s, I'd be super impressed. But I think it'd be fun just to take this car, just to kind of see what it does. It's a drift car, it's on drift spec. Just, I'll put some kind of tires on at the back here that just aren't shitty, because these tires aren't that great. But this, man, if this thing went 13s, I'd be impressed. This is not a fast car at all. Only makes fucking 300 horsepower, you know what I'm saying? Manual H-pattern transmission. The car's set up for, the drift cars are set up for drifting, you know what I mean? So like, they're not really meant to be like down the drag strip, hooking up, fucking doing all this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? The car's meant to fucking boogie. So that car, yeah, 13's at best. The car's not fast either. it'll probably mile an hour a little bit, you know what I mean? But nothing crazy. So yeah, how do I go about this? Let's see. Oh yeah, hope you kind of like this video. I know I'm like walking and talking and bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. I'm gonna walk in here real quick. And you already seen the video, not the whole thing, but yeah. We'll see if she's interested in taking this car. I know she wants to. I think she's like, oh, that'd be kind of fun. I like to kind of see what it does, because this car is bone stock, except for wheels, coilovers, and I have catback exhaust. No tune, no nothing, no crazy shit, like no whatever, like that's it. It would be cool to take this to the track, but until I figure out why the fuck this car's on 30 pounds of boost instead of 20 pounds of boost, I'm not really, you know what I'm saying, whatever on this car. Plus, I mean, right now with no body kit, it could probably clear the speed bumps, maybe, because it has a 3.5 inch exhaust, I think. 3 1/4, 3.5 inches, fucking huge. That kind of hangs down kind of low. I don't think it'd do very good, but you know, whatever. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but let's see. Yeah, dog. I got them things, Wody. Got them. Oh, I got RSR Pros on here. Okay. I thought RSR Pros. So that's a slightly wider tire. It's a 205 tire. It's 205 45 16. But I don't know, between like the gearing of the 16s, the gearing of the 15s, like tire height wise should pretty much be almost damn near, you know, the same. So yeah, but this thing right here, it's a blast to drive, you know. And the whole in-car video, I gotta get in the future, I'm gonna have to try to get some kind of GoPro type shit. Damn, you can't see shit, huh? Hold up, little baby. Hold up. Yeah, you're not gonna see shit anyways. But anyways, I don't know. Let's be realistic. This is my only weight reduction. Maybe that, I guess, technically. But, you know, we're full interior in here with my headliner sagging and everything. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing stripped about this car. I mean, okay, so I don't have power windows with these. The hatchbacks didn't come. The hatchbacks in the United States didn't come with power windows. You know what I'm saying? Steel hood, steel hatch, steel everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the reinforcements are in the car. Like, I refuse to take them out. So, like, there's weight to shed and performance to do. You know what I mean? So, man, I don't know. I hope you're feeling this vibe that I got going on right now. Cause, like, man, like, this right here, this is so much fun. This is, in my opinion, the cheapest fun you could probably have with a car. Besides drifting, if you bought like a 350Z for like 3, 4, 5 grand and the car wasn't a total piece of shit and it worked out good, that's probably the best money you can spend because you have a lot of fun drifting. But like, if you don't like drifting or care about drifting, I think that this is probably like the coolest money you could spend, because you could pick up a Civic for realistically anywhere from like $1,500 to, for a B series swapped car, probably more towards the $6,000 range. So like, that's your range for price. You know what I'm saying? If you had a single cam Civic that was manual, you turbocharge it for cheap, and like realistically you'd have, let's say you bought the car for $2 grand, turbocharged it, you gotta be using the motor because you'll knock the fucking, the single cams, you'll snap the fucking rod bolt. Same issue that this has actually. So you put rod bolts in it, you turbocharge it, you put a clutch in it, do a couple like little things in a tune. Man, that'd be the fun ass little car. It'll make 200 wheel horsepower maybe if you're lucky, and like so much fun. You know what I mean? If you get a car with AC, even more fun. They're light, they're nimble. Just try it out, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna end the video here, but because I'm rambling on at this point and I'm getting a little too excited. I gotta just chill, you know what I'm saying? But before I go, motherfucker, yeah, you talking about. And I didn't record it because it's a lot of work, but see that right there? That thing? Got some things coming, you know what I'm saying? I was supposed to put the tire machine in there, but one, that thing weighs 500 pounds and it's extremely hard to move without fucking wrecking it. So I got to figure out how I'm going to move that this time, because I have to go down the ramp, then I have to go up the ramp. So kind of figuring that one out, but I have some things coming for the shop. Still haven't figured out how I'm going to pay for it, one, and two, how I'm going to get it in there. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple ideas, couple things, so stick with it. We ain't stopping. The year's not over yet, you know what I'm saying? And next year, it's gonna be a different fucking year. You know what I mean? We're gonna do some shit. Gotta do some shit, little baby. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just remember, every video, check it out. If you like it, push the like button. You want to comment, throw some shit on there. If you see something that I don't see or don't say, throw a comment on there. Your boy will holler at you. I promise. You know what I'm saying? So I check my shit. I say probably daily or every other day. So if you throw a comment, check your shit because I'll be coming back. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. If all else, remember, justice like are free.